Brought to you by WikiVidi.com. Meme. A meme is an idea, behavior, or style that spreads from person to person within a culture. A meme acts as a unit for carrying cultural ideas, symbols, or practices that can be transmitted from one mind to another through writing, speech, gestures, rituals, or other imitable phenomena. With a mimic theme, supporters of the concept regard memes as cultural analogues to genes in that they self-replicate, mutate, and respond to selective pressures. The word is a neologism coined by Richard Dawkins. Proponents theorize that memes are a viral phenomenon that may evolve by natural selection in a manner analogous to that of biological evolution. Memes do this through the processes of variation, mutation, competition, and inheritance, each of which influences a meme's reproductive success. Memes spread through the behavior that they generate in their hosts. Memes that propagate less prolifically may become extinct, while others may survive, spread, and mutate. Memes that replicate most effectively enjoy more success, and some may replicate effectively even when they prove to be detrimental to the welfare of their hosts. A field of study called memetics arose in the 1990s to explore the concepts and transmission of memes in terms of an evolutionary model. Criticism, from a variety of fronts, has challenged the notion that academic study can examine memes empirically. However, developments in neuroimaging may make empirical study possible. Some commentators in the social sciences question the idea that one can meaningfully categorize culture in terms of discrete units, and are especially critical of the biological nature of the theory's underpinnings. Others have argued that this use of the term is the result of a misunderstanding of the original proposal. The word meme originated with Dawkins' 1976 book The Selfish Gene. Dawkins' own position is somewhat ambiguous. He welcomed N.K. Humphrey's suggestion that memes should be considered as living structures, not just metaphorically, and proposed to regard memes as physically residing in the brain. Later, he argued that his original intentions, presumably before his approval of Humphrey's opinion, had been simpler. At the New Directors Showcase 2013 in Cannes, Dawkins' opinion on memetics was deliberately ambiguous. Etymology. The word meme is a shortening of mimeme, coined by British evolutionary biologist Richard Dawkins in The Selfish Gene as a concept for discussion of evolutionary principles in explaining the spread of ideas and cultural phenomena. Examples of memes given in the book included melodies, catchphrases, fashion, and the technology of building arches. Kenneth Pike coined the related term emic and etic, generalizing the linguistic idea of phoneme, morpheme, grapheme, lexeme and tagmeme, characterizing them as inside view and outside view of behavior, and extending the concept into a tagmemic theory of human behavior. Origins. The word meme originated with Richard Dawkins' 1976 book The Selfish Gene. Dawkins cites as inspiration the work of geneticist L. L. Cavalli Sforza, anthropologist F. D. Cloak and ethologist J. M. Cullen. Dawkins wrote that evolution depended not on the particular chemical basis of genetics, but only on the existence of a self-replicating unit of transmission, in the case of biological evolution, the gene. For Dawkins, the meme exemplified another self-replicating unit, with potential significance in explaining human behavior and cultural evolution. Although Dawkins invented the term meme and developed meme theory, the possibility that ideas were subject to the same pressures of evolution as were biological attributes was discussed in Darwin's time. T. H. Huxley claimed that the struggle for existence holds as much in the intellectual as in the physical world. A theory is a species of thinking, and its right to exist is coextensive with its power of resisting extinction by its rivals. Dawkins used the term to refer to any cultural entity that an observer might consider a replicator. He hypothesized that one could view many cultural entities as replicators, and pointed to melodies, fashions and learned skills as examples. Memes generally replicate through exposure to humans, who have evolved as efficient copiers of information and behavior. Because humans do not always copy memes perfectly, and because they may refine, combine, or otherwise modify them with other memes to create new memes, they can change over time. Dawkins likened the process by which memes survive and change through the evolution of culture to the natural selection of genes in biological evolution. Dawkins defined the meme as a unit of cultural transmission, or a unit of imitation and replication, but later definitions would vary. The lack of a consistent, rigorous, and precise understanding of what typically makes up one unit of cultural transmission remains a problem in debates about memetics. In contrast, the concept of genetics gained concrete evidence with the discovery of the biological functions of DNA. Meme transmission requires a physical medium, such as photons, sound waves, touch, taste or smell. Because memes can be transmitted only through the senses, Dawkins noted that in a society with culture, a person need not have descendants to remain influential in the actions of individuals thousands of years after their death, but if you contribute to the world's culture, if you have a good idea, it may live on, intact, long after your genes have dissolved in the common pool. Socrates may or may not have a gene or two alive in the world today, as G.C. Williams has remarked. But who cares? The meme complexes of Socrates, Leonardo, Copernicus, and Marconi are still going strong. Thank you for watching. Brought to you by WikiVidi.com. Please like and subscribe below. Please like and subscribe below.